Oh, you know. All right. I think that's best bet. Leave across top, leave across top.
Hi, good morning. My name's Sue Pollard. I'm the Regional Women and Equalities Officer for the North East Yorkshire and Humber Unites region. I'm also convener to the Yorkshire and Humber TUC Forum. Today it's an event to celebrate the 100th International Women's Day, and we're going to be focusing our theme on empowering women's health and safety in the workplace.
No, he's safe in hospital with Sister Steph. Oh, stop!
I don't think... Morning, thank you for attending this event. My name is Sue Pollard. I'm the Women's Convener for the TUC Yorkshire and Humber Women's Forum. I'm also the Women and Equalities Officer for Unite the Union. I'd like to firstly wish you all a happy 100th International Women's Day today. I'd like to thank a few more people. I'd like firstly all of you for attending this great event, which I hope we're going to make it. I'd like to thank Karen Ray from Unite for underwriting the event. I'd also like to thank the other sponsors, which are Unison, Morrish, Solicitors, Simpson Miller and Thompson's. You should all have an agenda pack on the table, and we've tried to make it as comprehensive and as interesting as possible for everybody. So we're hoping to make it quite an informative day. Additional to the agenda, we had a speaker called Tony Mander who was going to speak on the menopause. Unfortunately, due to work commitments, Tony is no longer available to attend, but he has provided us with a pack, so you've got some information about him. There's also a paper from Noella Mellard, who is requesting support on a project she's doing in regards to the menopause. So if anybody could assist Noella with that, that would be great.
Good morning, and thank you very much for the opportunity to speak at this occasion. I'm usually wearing a microphone like this when I'm teaching exercise classes, so just keep me right if I suddenly ask you to do a grapevine. I do apologise in advance.
You wouldn't know what it was.
Would you not? Oh, it's a step behind. Oh, you've got it, okay. Sorry, I've just given it. I've just lost a few people at the front here, I think. Anyway, you've been seeing that slide up there for the last 20 minutes or so, and cancer is quite a trigger word for a lot of people. So before I actually go into my presentation, I just want to say to take care of yourselves today, be aware of what it sets off for you. I will be here all day, and I've got a stand at the back. There's a big thing saying work and cancer. So please do come and seek me out, have a chat, or take my contact details away and give me a call later. And if you do find anything too much at any point, feel free obviously to pop out. I'll try not to cry that you've left me, but just as I say, take care of yourselves within this. The crazy girl I am. But the project was started in response to the needs discovered really within St James's Hospital in the Bexley wing, where the cancer care team were very aware of how often work came up as an issue and actually became a bit of a barrier to people moving forward. So my work is going to hopefully develop over the 3 years, so that ultimately what we're looking at is a prophylaxis rather than a reactive approach, i.e. that I don't believe we're going to get rid of cancer, although we keep getting hopeful research coming out. but that we're actually there right at the beginning. So if somebody's diagnosed, we help them with their work issues from that first point, as opposed to them coming to us at the end of treatment when suddenly work is looming large. To put in context where I'm coming from, I lost my best friend, Alison. That photo was taken about 10, 12 years ago. I lost her just 2.5 years ago to breast cancer. And that is her mother on the other photo, hugging me on my wedding day just 2 years ago. She died 1 year ago, almost to the day, of gynecological cancers, primary unknown, because it was so quick. Cancer has no concept of respect, and many of you will know that. It doesn't care what you do to a greater or lesser extent. So we can do lots of things, obviously, to minimise our risks. We can live healthy lives, but unfortunately cancer's a rogue cell. And as we get better and better at diagnosing and at screening, cancer's actually going to become more common. Not because it's getting worse, but because we're getting better at noticing it sooner. And that means that there's going to be more work, because we're all needing to work longer, and as more people recover from cancer, they are back in the workplace.
A gender segment into our master's programme because of all the things I've experienced in higher education as a woman. Okay, so there's quite a lot of research-based things in here, so I do apologise for that. What I've said to the organisers is that I'm very happy to PDF this and get this out to people either from a web page or whatever, so don't feel that you have to write all this down, and I am really aware that it's quite research heavy, but that seemed like a very good place to start. Oh, I need the mouse. Right, I need the mouse. Okay. I can't see that. Okay. Oh, right. Can I do it? Yeah, can I just do it from here? Yeah. Sorry. Can I use this? So I'm not used to using a normal mouse. Left click on here. On this one. Yeah. Yeah, okay, sorry about that. Not used to using a normal mouse. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just introduce the kind of research area that I work in, which is incivility and bullying. I've got quite a few slides to get through, but I'm not bothered if we don't get through them. I'd rather just introduce gently some of the things that interest me and are interesting researchers out there at the moment. So for me, incivility is a much lower level thing in the workplace, whereas bullying for me has more of a psychological component. This incivility stuff actually though is very, very important. This low level rudeness in the workplace, there's evidence to suggest that this can build and become more disruptive, if you like, so it is important. And the title I was given for the talk was Incivility, Bullying and Gender. So I'm trying to connect those things together, and actually it's quite complex. It is complicated in relation to gender. Left click. There we go. Okay, so bullying then, for me, this is a kind of a standard textbook definition of bullying. But you'll see here that we've got that thing to do with negative behaviour, we've got persistent behaviour, we've got something over time, and we've also got the inability of someone to defend, a person not being able to defend themselves as well. So I think everyone in the room would agree that these are the kinds of things that we understand to be workplace bullying. Lots of information there, and this is the kind of research that's been done in this area. There are papers that come out, research papers, journal papers that come out in this area day in, day out. I've got them that pop up in my inbox, but these are the kind of highlight thing that I want to say to you here is that when it comes to who the target is, there's conflicting findings in respect to gender. So it's not clear cut that it is always women, and I think that's an important thing that I want you to take away. When it comes to who are the perpetrators, who is it that does the bullying in the workplace, research that's been going on for a number of years would suggest that it's usually men. There is research evidence that suggests it's more likely to be men. But again, the story that I want you to take home today is that it's complicated and it's embedded in work groups and occupations, make it more complex. What I always find interesting is that being a target is also can be correlated with being a perpetrator as well. This makes sense to me. If you're in middle management, you could be being bullied yourself, and then you push that down and you start to bully other people as well. So even though that seems a little odd that you're both being bullied and you're a bully, you can make sense of that finding. So again, this is just what we know from research papers, pretty recent, taken lots of other studies and put them together in something called a meta-analysis. So what it's doing is it's taking lots and lots of studies, looking at them together. When these people did this, they did one study which was just looking at one time point. So you measure, I don't know, job demands, and you also measure stress, and you do that at one point in time. The second study is when they put together better research, if you like. They've put together things where we've measured your bullying and your health in June, and we've also measured your bullying and health in December. That's the best type of research, because what that is doing is saying, what is the link between what happened to you in June and how you feel in September or December? But there's no question from good research from Scandinavian countries that bullying is a significant stressor in the workplace, a modern day stressor if you like, and it contributes to how satisfied you feel with your job, it contributes to whether you want to quit or not, and even contributes to PTSD, post-traumatic stress. So it's a really a big occupational health.